8 finalists coming on to rostrum. Give them a big cheer and round of applause as we announce your drivers. So, pole position today, driving for Schumacher. Big cheer and round of applause, Ben Smith. Second place on the grid, also driving for Schumacher, Josh Holdsworth. Third place on the grid, driving for Team Associated, Neil Craig. Fourth place for X-Ray, Lee Martin. Fifth place, driving for Team Associated, Tommy Hall. Sixth place, driving for X-Ray, Johnny Skidmore. Seventh place, two-wheel drive winner from yesterday, driving for Team Associated, Thomas Phipps. Eighth on the grid, driving for Team Associated, Charlie Saunders. Ninth place for Team Associated, Daniel Cole. And 10th place for Schumacher, Luke Holdsworth. They are your four-wheel drive A finalists here at Boughton, round number 2 of the 10th scale nationals. K drivers, once you're up there, track is open. Please.
Welcome to Boughton and welcome to round 2 of the 2025 BRCA 110th Offroad Nationals. This is the four-wheel drive section. And if you've been following on RacewayOne.com, you will know that it is Ben Smith who has taken TQ, or pole position to say, with 2 TQs out of 4. Great performance, driving the new Schumacher prototype car, which is a shaft-driven car, more traditional than what they have done in the past. So there is Ben. Let's see how he gets on. Car looks great on track.
So good afternoon if you're watching.
And his teammate is Josh Holdsworth with the same prototype car, and Neil Craig in third.
There's the grid camera
I'm going to let
for you at the moment. The cars all lined up. This is A final leg number 1.
I'm going to let Muzz do the talking.
Coming up.
And looking forward to exciting final. Big thanks, of course, to our sponsors, who are Schumacher, Speedworks, Model Tune, Rude Bits, FF Racing, SCMCS, and RC Disco.
From the grid. Okay, good luck, everybody. A final leg number 1. Here we go. So off and away we go. A final leg number 1. Ben Smith leads us off from pole position. Josh Holdsworth, Neil Craig right there. It's been very, very tight throughout qualifying. As we saw yesterday in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, been really close once again. These guys absolutely got to be fully on it. Ben Smith leads them through. Josh Holdsworth, Neil Craig, Lee Martin, Tommy Hall, your top 5. Down the straight, they're coming from the driver's stand for the first time at racing speed. Great guidance from all these drivers, absolutely on it out there. Ben Smith going through the centre of the track now. Josh Holdsworth right with him, and Neil Craig, Lee Martin, Tommy Hall, Johnny Skidmore right in there as well, and Thomas Phipps. Bit of an error there, Craigie getting caught up. So it's changing a bit. Neil Craig dropping down the order, so it's still Ben Smith at the front. Then comes Lee Martin now up to the 3. Tommy Hall up to 4. Johnny Skidmore 5. Craig down to 6. Only 1 minute down in this, still 4 minutes remaining. Here they come through chicane onto the bank corner. As you can see, these cars a little bit loose on the rear end. Grip as always not too high here at Boughton. We're having a great weekend. These guys having to work on their car setups, try everything they can because the car's a little bit loose, as you can see. Down they come. Ben Smith leads Josh Holdsworth just 0.3 of a second the gap. Then it's an 0.8 second gap back to Lee Martin, who's got pressure from Tommy Hall. He doesn't want Tommy Hall behind him. He wants to get on and catch Josh and Ben ahead of him, but he's got to watch it. He goes sideways there. Cost him a bit of time. Tommy has to check up, and Johnny Skidmore as well. Meanwhile at the front, Ben Smith catching the pipe. Josh Holdsworth looking up the inside. Ben Smith just managed to hold on and shut the door. Down the straight, they come almost side by side. Oh, Holdsworth looking up the inside, just gives it a dab of brakes and thinks better of it. Sensible move there. Through the centre of the track they go. You don't need to tell you as he crossed the line, it was less than a tenth of a second. Ben Smith absolutely getting on it now. Try and pull a bit of a gap. Big tumble there from Neil Craig into the scenery at the back, dropping him another 3 or 4 positions. All our focus on the sharp end though. Ben Smith, Josh Holdsworth, Lee Martin, Tommy Hall, Johnny Skidmore still in there, and Daniel Pole, your top 6. These guys, very little on it on lap time, all up within a couple of tenths of each other. Down the back section they go over the tabletop. Nice landing from the leaders. These cars absolutely on it. You can see how hard these drivers are pushing. Sometimes they push the limit. They've got to be a little bit careful because the track will bite them. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Ben Smith 4 tenths. Last time through was the gap to Josh Holdsworth. Then it's an 8 tenths gap back to Lee Martin. Top 3 just pulling away a little bit now from Tommy Hall and Johnny Skidmore. 1 minute 50 seconds remaining on the master clock. Josh Holder gets a little bit of a bobble there. Lee Martin closes up behind him. Down the straight they come. First, second and third. 6 tenths lead for Ben Smith. Then it's just a 3 tenths gap between Josh and Lee Martin. 1.5 back then to Tommy Hall and Johnny Skidmore. So closest battle is coming around the bank corner now. Second and third. Josh just rubbing the pipe there. Lee Martin holds there in third position. Through the chicane they go. Almost full speed, just dabbing the brakes as they go. The leader's made a mistake. Ben Smith's over, gets it back down, but Lee Martin got to take the lead. Lee Martin been giving the pressure. Josh Holdsworth back to the 2, Tommy Hill up to the 3, Ben Smith down to about 6, I think, maybe 7. Just over a minute to go. Lee Martin been piling on the pressure. Can Josh Holdsworth do anything about Lee's lead ahead of him? Down the back section they go. So Lee Martin down the straight will check the gap as they go. It was 1.2, it's 9 tenths of a second. Josh Holdsworth's coming. 3 tenths out of Lee Martin's lead that time. Can Tommy Hall, can Johnny Skidmore, Neil Craig recovering as well. Can never write off Neil Craig, is there in the 5 position. Josh just catching the pipe onto the back section, so Lee Martin, Josh Holdsworth, going to be just about a second looking at that for the gap. 25 seconds to go, they're going to go this lap. He's going to be the start of the final lap now. The gap at the sharp end, 9 tenths of a second. Lee Martin leads. Josh absolutely on it. Tommy Hall there as well. Then comes Johnny Skidmore with Neil Craig all over the back of him and Ben Smith. Down the back straight for the final time. A final leg number 1 closing down. Is Lee Martin going to hold on? There's a turn. Last couple of corners to go. Down the straight they're going to go. And Lee Martin takes leg number 1. Josh Holdsworth second. Tommy Hall third. Johnny Skidmore 4th. Neil Craig is your top 5 after leg number 1. Still 2 more legs to come, as we know. What a race. Well done, Lee Martin taking leg number 1.
Lee Martin takes leg number 1 of the 4-wheel drive A final. Very, very tight at the top. Those Schumachers look awfully quick. Let's see if he can stitch up another one to take it, or is Ben Smith or Josh Holdsworth going to be out front? Well, look, who knows. Let's see. Thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, of course, if you like these A finals are bringing you. Try and get those subscribers up to 3,000. We're nearly there. And we'll see you for leg 2.